Yo, it's your boy Capo the Don, aka Capology Facts. It's all about the fucking bars. You bitch.
And
Wel-
this battle was about the bars.
welcome to Hold to Sell TV. I'm with the guys, Bronx Man Rich, Killer Motherfucking Chef, gentlemen. How
Yo,
you
yo, yo,
doing?
what up?
What's good, yo? What's good, battle rap community? What's up,
Say what's up to the people,
What's
man.
up?
Say what's up to the people.
people? What's good, people?
What's
What
up?
we
What's up, battle
doing?
rap
Jump on.
people, man? What's up, man? It's Sunday, man. Y'all wake up, yo. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
Hey, viewers, man, we gonna recap a battle, but I got something to say to Capo, man.
Oh shit.
On the live, yeah, you know I got something to say to you, man. What happened with the Pats? What
Oh,
happened with the
you
Pats?
wanna go there?
Capo,
Oh.
what happened, man?
Well, I mean, like to be dead ass, I wasn't. I already had them not going to the Super Bowl.
But then on the wild card, bro,
Yeah, of
and
course,
they lost in the wild card,
bro. We
bro.
don't have nobody. We have nobody.
They ain't got no offense, yo.
We had no line. We not have no off. We had nobody to really throw it to. You know what I mean? Then we had 7 injuries. Seven people didn't play like yesterday. On top of the other injuries, so like
Mm.
Yeah.
it just
It
was a
just wasn't the yeah.
yeah.
Y'all started strong though. Y'all started crazy.
It was all right, man.
A crazy start. Nah, what do you mean? Y'all started good. It looked like y'all was about to win the chip again.
Man, like I already didn't have us going to the Super Bowl, so like I was cool with it. Like I talked my shit, but then I'm like, we ain't gonna win. But it's Tom Brady. It just like I've seen Magic before. You know when they played Atlanta in the Super Bowl, it was just that was Jesus Christ.
All right. I just wanted to throw it out there for for the viewers, when they see this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, I
But
know.
let, but
Yeah,
let's get to the topic at hand,
let's
y'all.
get to the bars. Get to the bars. All right. Shout out to the Connects, Kansas City. You see it. You see it on the hat. KC all day. That's Kansas City, Missouri, people, not Kansas City, Kansas. Let's get your the the the, the geographical education. Okay, Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out to the Connects. They had Crucial Conflict 4. And on that card was A Ward and Chef Trez, and also Saint Mike from Nebraska. Nebraska, is that what he said? Nebraska. Then you had Ice Cold for Oklahoma. Midwest shit. Blue on
This
blue
go
crime.
this goes to show you, man. It doesn't matter where you at, man. You can have bars. It doesn't matter where you was born at. It doesn't matter where you was. Yo, Nebraska, Oklahoma, got some spitters, y'all. This battle was crazy.
When I tell you, when coming up in this battle rap shit, I never wanted, I hated seeing two Crip niggas battling each other.
Besides surfing Geechee though, that was cool for you.
No, I don't really. This is okay. So my mind frame back in the day, I was in that mind frame. So I really didn't, because here we didn't. I thought it was always Crip versus Blood, Crips all across the world united. Da 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 da. Then I got into reading Monster Cody's book and his going through his life as a Crip in L.A. So coming to read that book, finding out there were Crip on Crip crime, Bloods on Bloods. Then when I moved to San Diego and actually seeing it firsthand,
Mm.
like it was a culture shock to me. And so I was like, well, goddamn, now that's crazy. So then it start fast forward to this battle rap shit. It just I never like seeing Crips on Crip. I don't like seeing it. I don't like the altercations. I don't like none of that. So when they do have battles like the Geechee Surfs and all this other stuff, I don't like it. But they're good battles. I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's just for me. But this is a blue on blue crime on this battle. Saint Mike and motherfucking Ice Cold. Salute to you, gentlemen. We had Ice Cold on the show. We did a recap of the entire event, maybe like 2 days later. Um, was it 2 days? No, it was the day after the event. We had a recap of the whole entire event. So shout out to him. I'm waiting for Ice Cold to come on. No, Saint Mike to come on the
Saint Mike.
show. You know what I mean? Chop it up. So with that said, let's get right to it. Saint Mike and Ice Cold went down to connects. Saint Mike went first. First round. For me, what I seen, Saint Mike looked very. He looked very comfortable and seasoned on that stage. You know what I mean? He looked like he was very confident on that stage. And so that's one thing I did like about that. I was kind of happy to see that because I felt like then I won't. He's not he's prepared, so I felt comfortable. It felt like he was prepared. Um, So he starts off, kind of maybe like 10, 15 seconds. It was kind of slow a little bit, but then it fell right into him getting in his, joke bag, a lot of ice cold jokes. And they all worked. You know what I mean? There were some things that I liked. He had the Danielson bar. Um, that I liked. The coughing pneumonia bar that I liked. Then he had this fire ass Pokemon scheme, which he
Facts.
did for his son. He gave him a shout out in the middle of the battle. But when I was hearing it, I heard it off rip. A lot of people that was in the crowd didn't catch it until like it got to Geodude or some shit like that.
I didn't catch the bar. Capo had to explain the bar to me, yo.
They like, Capo, why are you at 44 years old know about Pokemon?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got kids. The fuck? Get the hell out of here. I got kids. My son likes to go Pokemon hunting. So I
I
know.
know
Okay. Watch the
I know some
cartoons with my
30-year-olds that play
kids.
Pokemon Go.
Watch Pokemon with my kids. So I know who Ash Ketchum is and you know what I mean? Team Rocket. You know what I mean?
Hey.
See, no, a lot of people, like the whole entire scheme. A lot of people would sleep on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it was probably majority of the people. Like when he was like, "I'll turn you to ash," that automatically I was already on it. And so like um that first for Saint Mike, he was wigging after the jokes. When he started getting his bag, I think right when he got in his bag, he said that Danielson bar, and that's when he started turning up. What y'all think about that first?
That first round was a debatable first round. I agree with you with the Saint Mike warming up statement. Yeah, he started off slow and then he picked it up towards the round. With Ice Cold, Ice Cold just went off the gate. First line, boom. Second line, boom. Third line, boom. And he was just consistently punching, consistently giving us dope material. Um, the difference maker for me was even though Saint Mike did start off a little slow, the difference maker was the lines he said. He had a crazy Pokemon scheme, and then the crazy other bar he had two memorable bars that we could say, for the whole 2020, because those bars were that fire. And he gave me overall more of a he had performance, comedy aspect, and bars and stage presence. With Ice Cold, it was just back to back punches, back to back punches, back to back punches. He really didn't give me a lot.
Killer Chef.
Yo, yeah, the first round, I think Ice Cold had a little bit more, but until you put me onto like the Pokemon scheme and then watching it again, the Pokemon scheme, that whole scheme was fire. Like I quote the whole scheme. But I think Ice Cold from like the first bar into the end, he had a little bit more in the first. It just took the same Mike a little while to kind of heat up. But you know what I'm saying? Like Ice Cold, the thing with Ice Cold is he got simple bars, then he got intricate bars, and he got double entendres, he got punches. So you know what I'm saying? Like he got like the whole package. So like as far as that first round, I slightly gave the edge to Ice Cold.
Well, we was just talking about St. Mike's first round. I haven't got to the Ice Cold first round yet.
Oh. Well yeah, I fought with Saint Mike first round. This shit was fire.
What for both Capo and Killer, was there anything in Saint Mike's first that you didn't like? Is there anything that was like, like he could work on this, he could work on that, or was it just that he started off slow?
And me saying he started off slow, it just it might not seem it started off slow to other people. So I don't want to put that narrative.
No,
But
he
for
did though.
but for me, like right in the first couple of lines, it felt like the like an introduction to where he was
Yeah,
going. And like I understand it, but when I comparing to what Ice Cold did in his first couple of lines, it was right to it.
yeah, he
You know what
grabbed
I
your
mean?
attention.
Right.
He grabbed your
He
attention
grabbed
right
you
off the
right off
rip.
the. He is like he was trying to snatch the crowd from him at that time. So like because he had a wild round. I scored it like a 26 for Saint Mike.
Saint
So
Mike
he had a.
26. Damn. So what you gave Ice Cold if you scored the Saint Mike at 26? You
We'll
gave
get
him a
to it.
30?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
That's crazy. A 26?
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
pretty high.
yeah. There was a lot of
So
intricate stuff in there that yeah, a lot. So you're gonna have to probably go uh rewatch it. But I caught it on the first. Like this is that. Then when I scored it, I scored it. I scored it yesterday. Um. So me just rewatching, listening to it again. It kind of it still played out the same way. Um. So yeah, I gave him 26 points for that round because I liked that round. I scored the jokes too, but then he had some haymakers in there. He had some heavy
mhm.
punching in there. He was very intricate, and then it was just his whole stage presence was great. You know what I mean? This is one of the great stage presence in that first that I've seen from St. Mike. He felt so it just he felt really comfortable. So um second round, I mean the first round for Ice Cold. I liked Ice Cold first round. He's used right off the rip, just going right at Saint Mike's neck. Um, at one bar that I really liked. He was like the tragedy on the stage. I didn't play right. It was so simple, but I felt that shit. Like that was a nice little bar. You know what I mean? And he took shots at A Ward. A Ward was in the building, because it's the connect. So A Ward was right there. He threw shots at A Ward, and then he got into this whole saint scheme, as far as religious wise. Um, that was fire. Like it, that was a long ass scheme, and a lot of people didn't. I don't feel like they're gonna catch it. You know what I mean? Like He's like he something like because he had Saint Jude's, he had Saint Luke's, and it was a double entendre for Saint Luke's because here, I mean, he was talking about the hospital, and he's talking about Saint Luke's, the religion, and all that other shit. So like, um, I really like what he did and brought. And then one, had he said something about with this knife, I'm a play a part. I'm gonna play a part of your life, like your father, some shit like that. I felt that was motherfucking fire. Um, what's the first? Was it that first when he said you done fucked up now, like when the cops tell you to hang tight. That shit was
Yeah.
crazy. Like Ice Cold, man. These Ice Cold and Saint Mike, these are one of my top two favorite guys in the Midwest. You know what I mean? And I feel like they're so underrated that I feel like if they was on URL, they'll probably take out a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So, um, Smack URL. Let's get to it, man. Midwest all day. Norbs or whoever. P. You know what I mean? Get these guys on here to smack them niggas heads. You know what I mean? So
Like, what else do they have to do, y'all? Like, what else do these people got to do to get these plates? Like, they giving us this was a great battle. Like, what do they got to do? I'm getting confused. Do they have to like just talk shit every day? Like,
I don't know. All right. So what y'all feel about the second? I mean the first.
well, how I feel about the first for
Ice
Ice
cold.
Cold. I feel like Ice Cold just he started off the gate with the punches. Um, he gave me a little bit, of a Danny Myers vibe. I'm not saying he raps like Danny Myers. I'm not saying he took his style from Danny Myers. What I'm saying is he gave me a Danny Myers vibe where he sounded like Danny Myers voice wise, and the way he was spitting rapid, rapid with the bars, back to back, back to back, back to back. So I got that from there. Um, not knocking him because he still had great material, but I just felt like it was Danny Myers.
Um, I ended up giving Ice Cold like 30, to be honest.
So how much points did you give Saint Mike's for his haymakers in the Pokemon scheme?
Um, I gave I don't know how many the whole thing because when he started spitting, I paused it and I told Killer Chef, I said, "Nigga, I already got 3 for him right now."
Hold on, three for who?
Saint Mike, like
Saint Mike.
when that scheme started, when he started the scheme, and it was only like two lines, and I already had gave him 3 points already. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So like, I think I gave him a total. He might got it about 8 out that motherfucking scheme. To be honest, that's why you said he was like that much. I was like, yeah, because he had
Yeah,
that
because
whole
it's
goddamn
like
scheme.
you gave because Saint
But
Mike
then
had
you,
a good
but
first
then you have
round.
to, then you also have to look at his ice cold religious scheme too. He schemed in that motherfucker also.
Yeah, Killer Chef,
But
he
it
put me
didn't,
on to it. The
right.
more men come to you feel me? That was dope. That was
But it
dope
didn't,
stuff.
it didn't, it didn't. I don't think it hit as well as the Pokemon scheme because
That's what I'm trying to say. You just took the words out of my mouth. It
that's
was
because
fire, but it didn't hit.
you can also okay. So you want a simple scheme where you can get and go crazy, or you want an intricate scheme that really makes sense because you have to know. what they're talking about. Because
Whoa,
there's
whoa,
some
whoa, hold
scheme,
on, hold on.
like
So we're
there's some
gonna say
scheme.
that the
Somebody will scheme something and they don't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Then that don't mean other people don't.
but what was more intricate than? Hold on, what did he say that was intricate that we ain't get? That
You
was crazier than
well,
because this is
that's because look, because Killer Chef said it too. He's like he. You mean you said that Killer Chef put you on with the religious scheme and you didn't because you didn't catch it. Just like
I got the more men come to the door, yeah,
yeah.
but everything else, the whole entire scheme, I got the punch, but I didn't know he not really into religion like that. So I wouldn't get every single bar of a religion scheme.
Nah, it
But
ain't that. It's just
it
about
was
his
just
name,
playing it.
Saint.
His playing
He
off
was
Saint.
playing Saint. Yeah, Saint Latter-day Saint. That's the Mormons. Saint Jews. Saint Luke's. It was like he was playing off Saint name, Saint Mike name.
So it's just like when I told Killer Chef about the whole Pokemon scheme. Like he didn't understand it at first either, right?
Yeah, boss. I ain't understand the Pokemon
So
scheme.
when I broke it down, like who was Ash, who was Team Rocket, Geodude is a character, Pikachu is a character, Flame. What did he say? He had another one, Charizard. He had the something else. All those are characters, and I was like, Team Rocket's the bad guy. But if you listen to what he's saying about Team Rocket, then you can understand. You know what I mean? That, and it
Mhm.
was just some of it was so simple of a Pokemon. It wasn't simple of a Pokemon scheme, but it was just simple to get because it's relatable to this day and age. You know what I mean? Because as you can see in the crowd and with the crowd, they knew what the well majority,
Yeah, they definitely knew.
some of
I don't
them
know.
know the
Sometimes
majority.
crowds be just reacting to shit. They just be like, "Oh my god," and then like they don't even get it.
Right.
So I'm done listening to crowd reaction. But the Pokemon scheme was fire though. The
Yeah.
Pokemon scheme was really fire. I got it.
But I like that intricate,
I
the
grew up watching
intricate
Pokemon, so I definitely
scheme
got
that
that.
I like the name flip scheme with Saint Mike. With Ice Cold talking about Saint Mike, that scheme.
Yeah,
I
those some
think that
different
I
Saint
think
flips. I ain't
that's
never heard those Saint flips before.
right. So like for me, I took it as it was a little bit better, but for like moment wise, yes, for Saint Mike. For like for actual bars pen wise, that intricate pen, that Lux shit, verb shit, daylight shit, that was it right there.
Ice cold, ice cold. You giving that? You putting him more of a okay. So you'll say that ice cold is more of a verb daylight lux type of rapper.
He has that pen to get to that level. He
Okay.
got that intricate, wordplay, and he really takes time to craft out his material. So like I like I said, it's a debatable first, but I'm probably edging it to Ice more than anything.
Okay.
But again, like I'm not gonna even argue. If somebody says Saint Mike won the first, I mean
Yeah,
that's
because I
cool.
got Saint winning the first.
Yeah, you got Saint winning the first, and I edged it to Ice Cold. But I like what Saint was doing though. Like that was that was a nice that was a nice Saint Mike. All right, second round, Saint Mike goes. I feel Saint Mike is still doing the same thing, far as he was in his bag. He was very consistent from first to second. Um, well, maybe about 90%, because like I felt like it was. I think I scored. Hold on, I scored him about the same amount, like 26, 27 points in that round. But
Mm,
what round I liked more was his first. I'll say that.
facts.
His second was I like what he did in the second because he off rip. He was gone. just like Ice Cold did in his first, right? And even though I kind of like said something about Saint Mike's first, the first couple of lines was like that, felt like an introduction to where he was going. It just didn't. He didn't come off with a bar. Um, but I still like that what he did in his first because I understood
I
what he
got a
was
whole
doing.
different take.
What you think? What you go ahead?
I think he fell off in that second round. Saint
Hmm.
Mike wasn't as good as his first. He fell off.
Tell me why then.
Um, it was short. It was shorter compared to his opponent. Second round, it was shorter, and he wasn't giving us the heavy hitting lines that he was giving us in the first, and he wasn't giving us the overall performance that he was giving us in the first. What he did in the second, what he did in the second was, he was right. He did good rapping. It wasn't trash, but it was just good. It was just good. His first round, it went from great to good. So I felt like it was just it was just he fell off. He fell off that second round. You should have turned up more because as we're gonna talk about Ice Cold, Saint Mike should have kept matching. He should have kept leveling up, and I don't feel like he leveled up that second round. I feel like his first, what was really good, it was really solid, and then his second, it just it wasn't it. It wasn't it. I was listening to it, and it was just very beatable. It was a very beatable round. So I think you scored it a little too high, Capo. My opinion though.
No, like no, I feel
Yeah,
like
you say you gave him a 20 what?
a
26?
26. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Nah, I would have that's a little too high there, buddy.
but my
Because didn't you give
but I scored it my but see I also explained that when I score it's just for like the bars and
the thing is
and
though,
things like that. But
didn't you score his first round 26?
yeah,
How? How can you give both of those rounds 26 when in the second round he wasn't even like that crazy? He
but
was spitting it was shorter and he
I don't
wasn't even
I don't
you
think
don't think
that
it was short?
I don't think that I think he had the same amount of what round I thought he was short in was the third.
Maybe because his opponent was just rapping long.
I don't know. I didn't look at the time. I know the whole
I don't know how you gave both of them.
well because
Nah,
music.
bro, it's the point system, bro. It's
He
the way we
had
do the point
a
system.
lot of shit in that second though. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Like I'm not gonna even say like
You
he
think I gotta watch it back? I ain't catch some of the shit he said.
right
You think
right.
that's what? Okay.
I don't feel like he fell. I don't feel like he fell off in the second. I just feel like I liked his first more than his second because
Okay.
the more the entertainment factor, and then he was more versatile in his first. In his second, he was straight with it. You know what I mean? But hold on, real quick. Good seven. Salute to you, sir.
Salute to
Appreciate you,
good
Good
fam.
seven.
seven, what up?
Always pulling up. Salute to good
Um,
seven, man.
yeah, he's
Always
one to
pulling up.
moderate. I made him a moderator, so he's
Definitely
a
should make him
moderator.
a moderator because he's always on deck here.
Salute to the connects, whoever that is, whoever you may
The
be.
connects.
Um, Chapo Jarvis. It just says the connects, so I don't know which one is which. It's probably just Chapo. What up?
What up? What up?
Get your bars up, media. What up?
It's your bars up media, man. Salute to
Matter.
Salute to
you.
get your
By the
bars up,
way,
media.
go to iBattle. Get the iBattle app, people. Don't discriminate. Okay, go to iBattle. Download the app. It's on the app, people.
So
Okay,
you so wait. So you
I'm
telling
telling the
people
people. Telling the
to
people.
download the
That
D League? No, he's not like that.
you better
Oh my gosh. I'm playing.
stop it.
Nah, they're not even a D League. They're like a Pee not a Pee Wee. They're like the Harlem Globetrotters.
They like what's your
The Generals. The
They're
team?
like a
Generals.
D2.
No, what's your team over there?
Hey, yo, come
We
on, come
go
on, man, come
hard.
on.
It's like we
No,
go hard.
hell no, don't disrespect us.
They bigger than we go hard though.
Yeah, they,
But they
Yeah.
don't got no
Yeah.
squad though. I don't even
they
I don't
don't
even
even
know who
have a
rapping.
good squad out there. We not.
What?
This is for another. This is another day. This is another day. This is another day. Another day.
Don't
Hey,
make
hey,
me.
hey, we got more content for y'all, man. I battle versus we go hard. We got y'all in another blog, but let's not drift off right
Let's
now.
not do this, cause I know one dude
Oh,
who come on smoke y'all boots right now.
who,
Don't play.
who?
King Jables will come over there and smoke y'all niggas, man.
Where's
Get out of
Steams
here.
at? Hold on.
He smoke Steams too. Steam what? Steam go choke. Shit, fuck.
I think he battle
Oh,
Anyway,
stage,
but that's
yo.
another show. That's another show. Let's
that,
go.
that's what I'm saying. Where's?
All
We'll
right.
recap that one.
So, hey, Killer Chef, what you got in this for St. Mike's second?
No, Saint Mike second. I gave him a 26. Like I said, like I was telling you last night, I had this the type of battle I got to watch like 2 or 3 times to pick up all the bars. But I feel like he had some shit in the second round also. It wasn't as powerful as the first round, but know what I'm saying? He had consistent shit in the second round. But once we get the ice cold, like bouncing back off what Bronx was saying, it's like ice cold had too much in every round. You know what I'm saying? He was getting to the point. He had a little bit more material. You know what I'm saying? That kind of, you know what I'm saying, overtook everything that Saint Mike was saying. But this Saint Mike second was fire also.
Um, when I scored, okay, so I watched this a couple of times. So the first time I scored it, the second time I just re-watched and re-listened to confirm the things I was reacting to and listening to. In the second round, I had scored him another 30 for Ice Cold. Um, I felt like Ice Cold was consistent in his second round. And I also felt like he was that was a more clear round for me, bar wise. So that's another reason why he got scored higher also. Um, but I clearly, by content wise, I just felt Ice Cold second more than anything, which I think.
He showed consistency. Built off his first round. Came in the second round swinging some more. Um, I'm giving this to Ice Cold. I felt like Ice Cold the second round. He showed he was consistent. He kept punching. He kept punching. He's showing the battle rap community. You better keep punching with me. You better keep up because I'm not gonna stop. And we need that type of consistency in battle rap. Like you just not hot for the first round, and then your second round is okay-ish, and then your third round is it was good. It was good. It wasn't like your first. Like Ice Cold is showing. I'm coming with 3 rounds, and you better be prepared because I'm gonna punch your head off. And that's what he did. He was just going back to
I
back, back to back.
I like how like Ice Cold. I like how he because we was talking about it earlier, like what kind of battle rapper he is. Because he got punches and he got scheming. He has the talk to you aspect. He has the bars that's catered to his opponent. And if every time he comes up with a bar, it feels like he's painting it, painting that picture like a story. You know what I mean? And it lands into, it turns into a nice a bar. It can be something simple and just it'll move you. You know what I mean? It's just like me and Bronx was sitting here debating about the whole, um, you fucked up now. Like when the cops tell you to hold tight, and he didn't find that. He found it was a nice bar, but he didn't find it that crazy, right? And so I'm like, nah, man, I felt that shit. Like everybody should feel that shit. Like,
Yeah, because it's like a relatable bar. It's not a haymaker. It's not a crazy punch. It's just is a really good relatable bar. You feel me?
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with having relatable bars because a lot of people like that shit. A lot of people want to hear something that they could connect to. I just couldn't, couldn't jack that. That was a crazy punch because this is the first round we talk about. He said that the first round.
Yeah.
I just can't compare it to the ammonia and the Pokemon thing. I just can't like. Yeah, it's relatable, but it
Right.
wasn't. It didn't. For
And
me, it didn't meet
and
those.
just like the bar he had, he was like, there's gonna be a tragedy on this stage. I didn't play right, and that's like the tragedy on stage. Play that's a play, play right. Just I didn't play right. I just didn't play with you. Like it's just so simple, and it's just so, but intricate at the same time because you have to have knowledge of. You know what I mean? People
Hmm.
are so simple because they don't research, they don't read, they're not really knowledgeable. You know what I mean? So like they can't do what an ice cold can do.
Is doing, yeah.
So like in the second for me it was a more clear of a round. Um but let's get to the third.
Third round was good. This was a debatable. This was a debatable round right here. We're gonna start with Say Mike. Say Mike had a good third round. He definitely came with it. Um, he didn't have. It just wasn't as good as his first. I feel like it was better than his second. His third was better than his second, my opinion. It just, for me, how I'm gonna rate. First round was his best. Third round was his second best, and his second round was the least best. Third round he came and he just he proved he showed that he could hang. He showed that he deserves a bigger plate. But was it enough to be ice cold third? Is what we have to see here. And what y'all think, y'all? What y'all think about his? Before we talk about ice cold, what y'all think about his third?
I
I think it
like
was
this
good. It was
I
dope.
like this third. I like this third a lot. Like if I
Do you think it was better than his first?
I can debate it right there. I can't say if it's the first was better than the second. I mean better than the third. I felt the same. You know what I mean? Um, but I thought his second was better than his third though, content wise.
His second was better than his third, content wise.
That's yeah, because yesterday when I first watched it. So when I say things, sometimes I'm talking like yesterday, like what I saw felt yesterday. I felt it was, plus I felt it was shorter. His third was shorter yesterday, but today it didn't. I was like, okay, well, it wasn't that short. Um, but his third, I did like his third. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna say this. Saint Mike was very consistent in this battle. I did like what he done in this battle. He's prepared. I liked his first. I liked all three rounds to be honest. Um, off second listen, his first might be the best
You don't sound too convincing.
because it's all debatable to me. So I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find the words, but I can't because then my one side of my brain is thinking, and then my other side of the brain is thinking about something else, and then we try to compare the two, and it's just like, damn, that's debatable. Like the next thing, like so I'm trying to figure it out in my head, but I don't know. I'll think about it while we keep on going. So, Killer Chef, what you think?
I think that Saint Mike first round was the best round to beat. I got probably round two.
You gotta fix your mic, bro. You gotta fix your mic. Your shit's all. It sound like dumpster juice,
Are
nigga.
you?
You got some staticky. It's not clear, nigga. It's like muffled. Like,
You know,
it's like the mic is rubbing against your chin and shit. Like,
this mother. You hear me? Oh, all right. I think Saint Mike first round was his best round, and I gave his second round might have been his second best round. But I like the fact that he had all three rounds were far from Saint Mike. Don't get me wrong, but I think the first round was the best round. But I think the second was his best, and I think the third he didn't close the show. I'm trying to find another way to phrase it. Like
here you
if
go.
his third would
Here
have
you
been like
go.
his first.
Yeah, like he
You
didn't
know what
close
I'm
the
saying?
show in the
If his
third.
third would have been like his, yeah, he could have closed the show. It would have been that shit would have been far. Yeah, my fault about my mic. Shit fucked up. But I gotta say something to the Connects guys. Y'all need to go ahead for 2020. Y'all need to book Ice Cold versus either Danny Miles or the Saga.
You want to see who?
Danny Myers is a saga.
Ice Cold versus Danny Miles or Ice
Oh,
Cold versus the Saga on the Connect.
man, they could
Okay.
book it. That's bookable. These guys are some of the battle rappers that are not asking for $1 million a battle.
That's a fact. Killer Chefs, you have a feedback. Or are we on the car phone?
Nah, look,
Okay. I know it's Killer Chef shit, like
yeah,
let me see.
cause I'm on, I'm on
Yep,
my,
that's that's him.
I'm on my other phone.
That's him right there.
Yeah, I
Uh
got that.
so the third for Ice Cold, I scored him the same yesterday. So yesterday I felt like Saint Mike didn't close it out. But to be honest, the third is hella debatable for me, with Ice Cold and Saint Mike. So, but I felt like Ice Cold closed it out the proper way. Um, I can go either way on the third, to be honest. So I'm got 2-1 either way. I'm going like 2-1 Ice if I'm going with what I scored. But my my overall thought of the battle 2-1 either way. I'm not going to debate it.
I'm actually giving Ice Cold the third round. I'm gonna give it to him 2-1. This battle actually, I'm giving him the second and the third. I just felt like Ice Cold was just more consistent. So I'm just giving him off being more consistent than Saint Mike.
Okay. Killer Chef, go ahead.
No, I got Ice Cold on 2-1.
What rounds?
The I gave him the first and the third.
Damn, so you giving Saint Mike I gotta watch Saint Mike second again because y'all making me feel like I didn't watch that shit. Like,
Nah, see, that's why I was trying to explain the Capo last night. This is the type of battle I gotta watch it like 2 or 3 times because they saying so much material. It ain't like a one-sided battle. So you actually
nah,
gotta listen to
definitely
six
not a one
rounds.
sided battle.
Right.
Now you gotta break down 6 rounds compared to sometimes breaking down 3 rounds or 4 rounds. Like because they had both of them had something all 3 rounds.
Yes, a fact. So that probably one we would put in the tuck where we would just sit back and just roll one up and just
And
watch
break
it
it
all
down
real
later.
quick and something like that. But to be honest, this was a good battle. I've been wanting to see these two gentlemen go ahead face off and get in that ring, just like a lot of people want to see Ice Cold versus A Ward here. Now, when I say this, people, let me look at my motherfucking face, look at my eyes, and listen to me closely. I don't want you hating ass niggas saying any motherfucking thing. The reason why I said they want to see Ice Cold and A Ward,
Yeah, please, because I'm one of
it's
them
a
right now.
it's a Kansas City thing. It
Oh,
is a
okay.
Midwest thing. Okay, so stop. I didn't jump out the window, people. I'm not talking about y'all, the BRC, and which I am the BRC because they're the real BRC. That we travel around. We just don't fuck with the main stage, and that's it. Okay.
Yeah, we go to small leagues. Anybody where if
All
you
right.
fire,
All right.
we there.
So in history, let me paint this picture for y'all. The Connects, Kansas City, Missouri. Okay. A Ward is a part of the Connects. If you did not know. All right. Ice Cold is a part of the Connect gang. If you didn't know. St. Mike
Gang,
is a
gang.
part of the Connect gang. If you didn't know. All right. We have rivalries down here. We funk with each other down here. We war with each other down here. We get on this stage. Don't give a fuck. Y'all might not give a fuck, but y'all gonna learn something today.
But hold on, what's good with the unity then? So what you telling me that y'all here like not rocking with each other? Kansas City ain't got no unity.
Nobody has unity. It's
The Midwest has unity.
we had no look. This is the difference between. Look, I've seen a lot of battle rappers from the Midwest get shitted on in their own city. A lot. You know what I mean? And so like this, and this is how I feel like cities should be. You should come together and try to push this shit. To be honest, but then there's egos that divide and draw lines. So there's like 3 motherfucking battle leagues in Kansas City. Okay, but they have the Connects have the biggest artist, which is A Ward. Okay, they got Saint Mike, they got Ice Cold, they got a lot of these gentlemen out here that are put on for the Midwest are bigger names, um, or up and comer names. So like sometimes there's unity, sometimes there's not. Even if they don't like each other, they still show up to the events. You know what I mean? They unified like that because these big events that come down here, everybody's damn near there. Everybody that matters in the city. And these niggas out here in the rest of the world, they don't know who these people are. I mean, I do. I know a lot of these motherfuckers can smoke a lot of these niggas' boots. It's just the hunger or they're being led the wrong way. Like, but you can only tell a man so much. They got to do it on their own.
Facts.
You know. But That's just it. That's just the history is Ice Cold and A Ward. They motherfuckers want to see that because it's next up. It has to happen for the city. So it's just never been worked out. So when he threw that shot and added it to that Saint scheme, you just
Fuel to the fire.
yeah. And he said it on the show. He had to do it for the city. He said it on the interview. He did that for the city because people wanted to hear it. Because people been wanting us to battle. I've been knowing this. You know what I mean? Because when I tapped into the city, I was in that, but it just never happened.
Quick prediction: would you think will take that battle?
A Ward or Ice Cold?
Yes, sir.
um, Ice Cold has a shot, but I don't know if he can really withstand A Ward's rebuttal.
Mm.
And I feel like that battle might get personal. Because within the city, everybody kind of know they dirt. That's what one thing. No, well, matter of fact, Ice Cold. I got two negative things for Ice Cold and Saint Mike. One, Ice Cold. That almost was a form of snitching, my nigga. You mad because you rebutted. Yes, sir. I the warrant about no registration.
Mm.
That's kind of
Little snitchy material there.
that's like dry snitching a little bit. That's a
Ooh.
tad like yes. My nigga, why you do that? Why you do that? You know you gotta drive home, nigga. Back to Nebraska. Why you do that, nigga?
I'm a junior, Capo. I'm a
I'm a
junior.
junior. Say Mike was like, I'm a junior. That's my daddy.
Saint Mike with a brother quick. I'm a junior.
Yeah. And put his hood over his head like that's not me. Like get the hell out of here. But but it wasn't better. Yeah, that's one thing. It's all up. Saint Mike. You're not. You was doing a lot of defense in your battle when Ice Cold was rapping. I seen that. You was that was one. After he had spit like uh 32 bars. Out of the 32 bars, you just got that one. You kind of talking within his rounds a little bit. You know what I mean?
Think he was
Playing.
getting a little. Think he was
Doing your
getting a little
little,
emotional.
doing the little deep. Nah, he was doing it was playful. For him, it's not like it was serious or anything like that. It was more of a. It felt like we said it before, when in his first, he was very comfortable on that stage. He was more seasoned and shit like that. So it was more one of those type of moves, try to, finesse the crowd a little bit to keep the crowd on his side and things like that. But that was just the one things I noticed, and I was just like, nah, I'm not eating that. Straight like
No,
that.
no, no, don't be, don't be. No problem. Oh, appreciate it.
So let me see here. Mr. Perkins, salute to you. Salute to J Boss. Mr. Perkins said it seemed like what would he say? He had ice cold 30 as well. He brought more energy. It seemed like he tried harder in the third. J Boss said Danny versus Ice Cold. Let's go.
So see, Chef ain't the only one that want to see it.
Well, I wanted to see it too because
Now
I
Capo brought it up.
yeah, I reached out to Ice a while ago. Like this was about the same time as the Danny Myers and Saint Mike because I was trying to do something. You know what I mean? That would that was going to be a little epic. So I felt like after that Saint Mike and Danny, I had something going, right? So my next thing was I was going to get Danny to come back down. So my initial thought before a situation happened. Okay, so the thing was it would have been like I was thinking about Danny versus Ice and having B Dot versus A Ward
Mm.
and
So hold
having
on, we don't want to see the Saga versus B Dot no more.
no. This is I'm talking about the time.
The connects.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about at the time of the Saint Mike and Danny battle. These are the because before the battle, these are the things I was thinking about how to bring more eyes to the connects, right?
Hmm.
So when I uh, got the Danny and Saint Mike battle, I was like, after this, then I can because I was talking to Danny about who he'll battle and shit like that, and so I was like, well, I wanna see you versus Ice Cold, and I want to see a Warrior B Dot, and so I was thinking like long term. So after the battle happened, then the altercation with Danny and A Ward came about.
Mm.
So then that narrative end up kind of like yeah, like fucking some shit up. But then I had to sit back and think about it. Like maybe I could do that one, get that one out the way, and then the bigger card have those two guys go at it. For A
That boy here
Ward,
trying to set battles
A
up like
Ward
it,
and B Dot,
he illegal in there.
because me and Danny hit up B Dot and had it on lock. You know what I mean? I was just setting shit up, trying to field test the water so I can just let them know like, and we working. We about to make some crazy moves right now. You know what I mean? So I've always wanted to see that battle, and I always told Ice Cold I'm gonna get him that battle um, on the connects, and this shit, life happens, and like that everything fell through. So, um, but yeah, I want them. I want that shit. I want to see all that shit. You know what I mean? I want to see Ice Cold 8 War. I want to see Ice Cold and Danny Myers. We already got Saint Mike versus A Ward. We already got Saint Mike versus Danny Myers. We already got Saint Mike versus Ice Cold. You know what I mean? Who's next for Saint Mike? Who we want to see Saint Mike again?
I don't care. Put him somewhere. Yo, come on, give him a bigger play. Come on, come to the NBA. St. Mike.
Would you want to see Saint Mike and B Dot? You think that would
Nah.
be a good battle? You think Saint
It'll be
Mike?
a good battle, but I don't want to see it.
You
But
think B Dot will beat him that bad? You don't want to see
I,
it?
I didn't say that bad, but I think B Dot will definitely take that battle. Um, I don't think he'll like smoke him like, oh my god, like what a body. But
Nah,
I don't think Saint Mike will beat B Dot. B Dot different animal.
I got somebody, Capo. We talked to him the other day, and they posed a battle like last year. Him and Saint LA.
Ooh, Saint LA, Saint Mike.
Yeah, they posed a battle last year.
I'll give that one to Saint. I mean Saint Mike. Like they don't got the same name. I think Saint Michael. Yeah, I'm bugging. I think St. Michael beat him. Yeah, I think he'll take that battle.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well, let's go ahead and end this segment for this battle. So go download iBattle app. Okay. Subscribe. Do what you need to do. Pay for it. Okay. Nice app. You can go watch the battle over there. And you got to pay for it. You know what I mean? They got a link, a pay link out there. It should be. I'm gonna try to get it and put it in the description for those who wants to see this battle. Plus, A Ward and Chef Trez is over there also. So if y'all want to see that battle, y'all need to go over there and watch the battle. All right.
And
Um.
also subscribe to the channel,
Yeah.
share, like, comment. Be in tune to the iBattle versus We Go Hard discussion.
That's a fact
We got more
because
content, man. We ain't playing with y'all for
I don't
2020.
think I don't think y'all
Come
want that
on,
smoke.
y'all. Drive the fucking. Oh, my fault. I'm on.
I don't think y'all want that smoke over there, bro.
Hey, we'll talk about this in the blog.
Yeah, y'all got URL backing. Y'all got the.
Ah, come on. That don't mean a damn thing.
It does. That's
No,
why.
it don't mean
That's why we
nothing. They
got
don't
these
mean nothing when you
That's why
stand.
we got
It
these
don't mean nothing when you
cornballs
stand in
now.
the front of them. We go hard animals
That's
and
what.
the bars is being hyped
That's why we got
and
these.
people throwing the 100 cigs and
Who's
come
your?
on, it's different.
Oh man, we got another conversation. We might have to come back on
Different.
again and talk this shit.
Different when you
Talk about.
come on, man.
Hey, it's your boy Capo the Don, aka Capology Facts. Sorry about the fucking bars, bitch. I'll see y'all niggas later, man.